If you can't kill a boss, no reason why you can't look like one. Moogle putting the wow in transmogs. Believe it or not, you don't know this because of the magic of editing. This is like my 5th take on this particular set, and I'm not sure why. The shoulders are cosmetic only. That's a drop from Torghast. You could get it from mobs there, or you could purchase it for currency there, or as you increase your rep in Korthia, you have a shot at getting it as a drop from mobs or a reward from dailies there, but that's an extraordinarily low drop right now. The bulk of this set, keep in mind, is Alliance only. It's the aspirant or combatant set from both BFA and Legion. As far as BFA is concerned, we're getting representation of the chest, the legs, the boots, and the bracers. As far as Legion is concerned, just the belt. That'd be the combatant set from Legion. The interesting part here too is this cape, which is, I do believe, a plate-only cape, but that's to equip it. To mog it, not a problem. Any armor class can mog it. So just keep that in mind. The back, as we said, Iron Thread, Great Cloak, Hellfire Citadel, Mythic, Iron Reaver, decent drop rate, but it's blue and gray, and there's a lot of other cloaks you can choose if you want. The headpiece, Wrath of the Lich King, level engineering, and finally we get to the weapon, which is, of course, in our current X-Pac, Shadowlands is where you get that piece. Okay, we got a bit of Cata and a bit of Legion for the most part. Legion, we're pulling the shoulders, the gloves, and the belt. But that belt, I'm not sure if it's a Demon Hunter or Rogue belt. And the chest and the legs are both from Dragon Soul. And incidentally, you just got to pop in there, LFR version, hit up the first boss, and then you're done. Because that's pretty much where the best drop rate is for the chest as well as the legs, which is that Rogue tier from Cata. The belt, Nighthold, LFR, Gul'dan. Not sure if that's a Rogue or a Demon Hunter tier. Kind of forget which, but nonetheless, I think you can still mog the belt on the Rogue. I'm sure someone will correct me if I'm wrong. And sometimes people correct me if I'm wrong, and they correct me with something that's also wrong. But I do appreciate people correcting me, because I don't want people to go out there and grind a mistake, which occasionally might happen. We all make mistakes, and I like it when people correct me. But sometimes they correct me with the wrong information. Not always. Very rare, though. The feet, part of the same set as the shoulders and the gloves. That's from Tomb of Sargeras, but that is also just a heroic piece as opposed to a mythic piece. You could go with the mythic boots if you want to. It would work with this set. Hellfire Citadel, that would be Wad, Shadowlord Iskar on the headpiece. That brings you to Warlords of Draenor, as does the weapon. Hellfire Citadel, mythic. So this set is mostly Korthia. We're going to break it down here. Antares, the Burning Throne, LFR version on the shoulders. That's a recolor from the Monk set in Legion. The chest as well as the legs are Forsworn Aspirant's vestments. That would be Korthia, the Kyrian campaign, rep and renown for those two pieces. Now the belt is from the Cathedral of Eternal Light. As you can see, that would be from Legion as well. So that's a pretty cool piece to go with this set. It's got perfect accentuation on the purple there. The legs, part of the same set as the chest. Now we're going to move on to what I do believe are either the bracers or the gloves. Looks pretty epic here on a human hands. Are Isle Expeditions Mist Stalker's Grasp. That could be purchased on the auction house, incidentally, or farmed from Isle Expeditions, which incidentally you can solo now. The feet are from Nyalotha, so Fury of N'Zoth dropped those boots. And now we're going to move on to the back piece, which is part of the same set as the chest and legs, which you're going to have to grind out in Korthia from the Kyrian campaign, rep and renown. Headpiece, engineering, BFA level, paramount, orthogonal optics. And finally we get to the weapon, which is from the same place as the boots, Nyalotha, but this version is mythic. Here's an interesting golden, green, and purple look for rogues, and I think it does work. It also works for any other given class that wears leather. I think it works best for maybe rogues and monks, largely as a result of the weapon, but it's mostly from the Venthyr campaign in Korthia, but we have a splash of a few other pieces that just really accent it perfectly. Particularly one of them is the belt, but yes, that is also the Venthyr campaign Korthia rep and renown in order to get that piece, as well as the chest and the legs and the gloves. Not sure if the gloves is Korthia or not, but we'll find out soon enough. Once again, the legs are Venthyr campaign rep and renown for that piece. Now we're going to move on to the next piece, which is the hands. Where are the hands from? Well, yes, they're part of the same set from Korthia, the Venthyr campaign. Doing the spin, showing the cloak, which is from Cata, so that's an easy pickup. A lot of lookalikes on that cloak. This is probably one of the harder pieces. Doomlord Khazak, those are the boots. They're from BC. Skin of Stone, the Stone Core, various mobs, or you could buy it on the auction house. A lot of lookalikes on that. The offhand, which would be, there is no offhand, that would be wrong. Made a big mistake there. The headpiece is the Fearless Combatant set and hood, Legion PvP vendor, Marks of Honor, and finally the weapon, which is epic looking. Tenaris is the place, Keepers of Time Quartermaster. Okay, this is a bit of Legion, a bit of Wrath of the Lich King. From Legion, we're pulling the Doomblade Spalders. That's the regular mode of Nighthold, Tichondrius, fair drop rate on those shoulders. We're also going to pull the boots and gloves from that same source, and I do believe the head. Now, the chest and the legs are both from Ulduar, Cache of Winter. That's a classic rogue set, of course, from Wrath of the Lich King. The belt, it's going to bring us to High Mountain. You're going to have to get this from one of the demonic invasions from the Fell Commander Erixtol. That's the Nether Fiend belt. In order to get that set, you're going to have to hook up and fight against those demonic invasions. Proto Hide leggings, Ulduar Razor Scale, almost a 20% drop rate on that. We got a human rogue showing the bracers, Dread Aspirants, leather bindings. Those are actually the gloves, BFAP. Wow, these are big mistakes anyway. That's a mistake. Those gloves are from the Nighthold, I do believe, and not the PvP vendor. The boots of Endless Betrayal, and the back piece, Dreadfire Drape, Firelands Heroic. As you can see, the boss, 24% drop rate. The headpiece, part of that tier from Legion out of the Nighthold or the Emerald Dream, also can drop it. And finally, the weapon, which is from Antaran Waste, a tough drop to get. Yep, it's purple. And it works for rogues, I think. It works for any given class that wears leather, I think. It does. It does. But I mean, this might not exactly fit the class fantasy for rogues. Just for the overall look, I guess the light blue kind of tosses it off a little bit. But the purple definitely does work for rogues. And I think not every rogue wants to look like a rogue. Some rogues want to look unique. You got to remember, transmogs are very subjective. Some people want that class look. Some people want to look like another class. Some people just want to look unique. Some people want to look different. Some people just want something easy. Just something easy to get. So this set is kind of easy, especially if you're part of the Night Fae campaign, which I spelt wrong. So I should have switched the G in the end there. Glowing Wing Bracers, that would be Firelands. We're also pulling the shoulders out of Firelands. And the boots are from Cata as well, but those are PvP boots. Vicious Gladiator's Boots of Cruelty, Cata PvP vendor, Marks of Honor for those boots. Looks pretty cool here on a human, I gotta say. Dark Leather Cloak, vanilla level leatherworking, super easy pickup there. The Tabard, Nazjatar, Wave Blade, Quartermaster, Gold, and Rep. I think it's either Revered or Exalted on the rep. The head, Mop level engineering, perfect blend of blue and purple there with this set. And the weapon, Wild Gladiator's Mage Blade. If you're Horde, you're going to be a warmonger to get that blade. My name is Luxeley. I want to thank you for stopping by. I'm going to leave you with one final thought. Whatever it is by you, whether it's morning like it is here, afternoon or night, choose to make your day epic.